Hey, Aficionados, Chris here. Let's talk about blaxploitation movies.
For those of you who are unfamiliar, blaxploitation was a genre of films from the 1970s that were made by the black community for the black community. Most of these films were made with very low budgets, usually were set in poor neighborhoods, and commonly portrayed white men as evil. My dad had introduced me to these movies when I was about 16, and I've had a huge admiration for them ever since. For a long time, the only movies to spoof the genre were I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, Undercover Brother, and Pootie Tang. They were bad. However, in 2009, we got a really good blaxploitation spoof movie called Black Dynamite.
You're probably wondering, why are you telling me all this? Well, that's because Adult Swim has produced an animated series based on the movie, and the first season is available to own on DVD and Blu-ray today. Now, before I talk about the DVD and my thoughts on the series overall, I'd like to introduce my very special guest for this video. Hey, Black Nerd!
Well, hey there, Chris.
Wait. You're not Black Nerd.
Well, sadly, I'm not the Black Nerd, but I'm a Black Nerd, if that helps.
Okay, then who are you?
Who am I, you ask? Well, I go by the name of the BlackCriticGuy.
I can see where the confusion can come from. What is it you do on your channel?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Chris. I do a variety of videos on my channel, but mostly I review movies, TV shows, and anime.
Oh, well, good news for you. The thing I'm reviewing is anime. Ish.
Really? What is it?
We're talking about Black Dynamite, the animated series. What?
You racist piece of sh**.
With his beaver cap and his checkered tie, let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados, Chris.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados, Chris.
It's a common measure.
Aficionados,
Shine the lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panoramas. He likes to impersonate walk on.
The first thing you're probably wondering is, how does this TV series hold up against the movie? Well, in my personal opinion, I think the series does a fantastic job setting itself in its own universe where you don't really need to have seen the movie to really enjoy the TV series. I mean, certain things could probably help, but overall the series does a great job grounding itself into its own continuity and being a good standalone series for anybody who's never seen the movie and just wants to get into a really funny series that essentially, obviously, like the movie, satirizes blaxploitation movies of the 1970s. But for people who have seen the series and have never seen the movie, I highly recommend you do seek out the movie and check it out. But right now, I'm going to hand the torch over to Black Critic. What are your thoughts on the movie and TV series?
Now, when I first saw the movie Black Dynamite, I had a freaking blast with it. It was hilarious from beginning to end, with some solid jokes and some good action scenes. It's pure blaxploitation at its finest. From the crappy camera work, to the recycled scenes, to the hokey acting, it has it all for fans of blaxploitation films. The only thing that really made me sad about the movie was that it was really short and I wanted to see more misadventures with Black Dynamite and the gang. There was just so much potential to be had here, and thank God that they made this series. The series took it in a whole new direction and went even more over the top, which made it even more fun and hilarious in my opinion. I really like the series over the movie because they could do more in the series than they did in the movies. It was more constrained. Whereas they did it in animation and they have more episodes, though they had free range to do more. I love that.
Now, because Black Critic and I are very big animation enthusiasts and both our channels are dedicated to a lot of animation critiques, a big thing about the animated series would obviously be, how is the animation?
I personally really like the animation quality. It reminded me so much of the Boondocks, which had this blend of Western animation meets Japan animation, which is anime, and I felt like it was a perfect blend and totally fit the tone of the show. Just over the top, bombastic, and I love the use of bright colors. I'm a big fan of bright colors, and they totally use that a lot here in Black Dynamite. And again, they just had free range to do as much as they wanted with the animation, to make it exaggerated, to make it look realistic, or just to go balls to the wall insane. It was a lot of fun. The only problem that I had was, just like the Boondocks, sometimes they used like very few frames of animation, making it look sort of cheap, but overall, it's really good animation and I really enjoyed it.
Let me ask you this, Black Critic Guy. what's your favorite episode or joke?
One of my favorite jokes in the entire series is when Black Dynamite is sent to the moon and he throws a rock from the moon and it heads straight to Earth and it hits freaking O.J. Simpson and he lands back on Earth and says, I threw that shit from the motherfucking moon! I believe that was their Christmas episode, which is honestly my favorite episode in the series. And then at the end of the episode, the camera pans up, has the Black Dynamite theme song playing, and then you look at the moon and it has Black Dynamite's face on it. It was, oh my god, hilarious. You wouldn't be able to do that in a live action series. Animation gives them more free reign to tell a joke just like that.
Fantastic choice, Black Critic. In fact, I actually full-heartedly agree with you. The Christmas episode is quite possibly not only one of my favorite episodes in the series, but probably one of my favorite episodes of any TV series.
Now, Chris, riddle me this. What does the DVD have to offer fans of the show?
I'm glad you asked, Black Critic Guy, because let me tell you, this set is awesome. Now, first things first, it's not only available on DVD. A lot of people who watch me will probably know that I'm usually a Blu-ray collector, and this is available on Blu-ray. I was not able to get a copy on Blu-ray, but in this case, I'll let it slide because it is an animated series now. Even though it would look better on Blu-ray, it still looks pretty good on DVD. It's not great, but it still looks better than I expected. This set, DVD or Blu-ray, comes with the basic fare for any bonus features, which is some episode commentaries on select episodes. It also includes the original pilot that aired on AdultSwim.com before they picked up the series, when it was actually significantly shorter than most episodes, whereas this show runs for 22 minutes per episode. The original pilot was the Adult Swim staple of only about 11 minutes. And funny enough, you probably should watch the pilot before you watch the rest of the series, because the season finale kind of enters into the events of the pilot episode, so it's kind of a necessity to watch before you start watching the series. So highly recommend you watch the pilot before you start watching the series when you get this set. And as a making of feature for Black Dynamite, the animated series.
Well, when you put it that way, that sounds like a great release to me.
Absolutely, Black Critic. It's a great set, like I said, and all fans of the movie and TV series should pick it up as soon as they can. And guys, that's really all I have to say about Black Dynamite, the animated series. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to give a very special thanks to my guest critic, BlackCriticGuy. Go check out his YouTube channel. The link is going to be in the description below and annotated. Check him out. He's really awesome, has really great videos, and just a very entertaining guy, very funny guy. So thank you again for joining me, Black Critic.
Oh, don't mention it, man. It was my pleasure. Glad to help. But before I leave, I do have one question for you.
Fire away.
When are you gonna review the remaining Digimon DVDs?
Hey, guess what? The video you just watched is over. So if you like what you saw, then definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be extra generous, you can go and support my channel on Patreon. Anyone who donates $1 or more gets their name at the end of the credits. And if you want to keep up to date with all my upcoming projects, you can go and like my page on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Thanks again for watching. And if you haven't already, be sure to check out Black Critic Guy's YouTube channel. You can check the link in the description below or click this annotation. Also, be sure to check out some of my other videos.